Is an app responsible for animals getting killed in South Africa? According to the National Park Service for there, yeah. So this is referring to the app Kruger Sightings, which describes itself in the Google Play Store as a way for users to share wildlife sightings in real time with other visitors in a game reserve, specifically for national parks in South Africa. And representatives from these parks are saying this is having a very negative effect on what is going on inside, namely speeding and congestion with vehicles and animal deaths. They did have this to say. Most guests appreciate the leisurely drive through the parks and the potential reward of a good sighting as a key element of the visitor experience. The use of these mobile applications is in direct contradiction to the ethos of responsible tourism, and we discourage the use as they tend to induce an unhealthy sense of eagerness for visitors to break the rules. So basically, this app is so engaging and so cool, I mean, seeing different animals in real time, that it may be causing people to rush over, maybe drive their car where they shouldn't be driving it, or not being as careful with animal crossings, and resulting in reckless behavior that directly contributes to animal death, which is something I don't think anyone who is excited to see animals or view animals or wildlife would want, but it's happening.
Real sad, Kim. I think my favorite part of the story was that the app's developer, who's now a 19-year-old kid, but created this when he was 15, Nadav Osendriver, I believe
that's
is how
correct.
you pronounce his name, said that he wants to work with the park to try to figure this out because he's just an animal enthusiast himself. He wants people that visit these parks to get sort of the best experience. And it sounds like he's coming from a good place. It sounds like when you're describing the app in the beginning, that sounds like a win-win. That sounds
I don't think the app is itself, you know, a bad thing.
Right. There are
an
similar
evil
things
thing.
at Disneyland in terms of like, you know, ride wait times that users themselves within the park, not Disneyland proper, but like users will say, oh, this line's actually 20 minutes long or 25 minutes long, or oh, this one just opened up after being closed. Come, you know. So like you said, it's
though, I
yeah, it
think.
is.
I mean, I'm not gonna walk into a kid and kill it by trying to get to the Dumbo ride.
Right.
I hope.
Because the Dumbo ride's not that good. That's
yeah,
not
also
the one
the
that you
Dumbo
wanna...
ride sucks. If you're
That's
gonna
right.
do that, Space Mountain, y'all.
Yeah.
It's just, it seems like the problem isn't the app, it's how people use the app. I mean, we also have this, remember you weren't here, I don't know why I'm asking you if you remember, but we were talking about Snapchat's speed function, and this girl used it, went over 100 miles per hour, hit a guy who was just sitting in his car and caused permanent damage and injury to him.
Wow.
And now his lawyers are saying, we're suing her, we're suing Snapchat for enabling this, and it's like, whose fault is it? Is it people for using things wrong? Is it the app for existing and enabling those people? I lean more toward the former, though it's hard to say, even in the courts.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a problem that, just off the top of my head, potential solutions could be something like reprimanding the irresponsible tourists that they're describing, that are sort of taking advantage of this app in a wrong way. Maybe something like having warnings within the app that say, oh, there's a cheetah spotted over here, but be sure to drive the posted speed limit, and you know, all these different things. And I'm sure that all that stuff has already been thought of by people to try to solve this problem. I just hope that that everybody involved can kind of all of the tourists can enjoy themselves and use an app that, if it's helpful for them and they like it and they're using it responsibly, to be able to keep using it. So
well, you should be responsible, and it is kind of a great gift to be able to see, you know, all these animals in the wild, in their habitats, and experience that in a way that is respectful to them, but also respectful to other people. It's you shouldn't be selfish in terms of, I guess, exploring nature. It's kind of something that's inherent in it. And you know, when you see this, or you see people carving up rocks in the desert or national parks, it's like, come on, we're here to respect nature. You shouldn't be doing this. That's the whole point of this all. And to end on a really high note, I want to thank Hector Navarro for coming in this week and chatting about animal deaths with me.
Thank you so much. Anytime you need to cover some more sad stuff, let me know.
All right, I'll look for some more terrible usage of apps, but also some cool stuff like all the video games we discussed, the worst color in the world. Go back and watch that, everyone, if you missed it. And be sure to check out Hector. Where can we find you?
You can follow me on the internet at HectorIsFunny. You can check out Superhero News on YouTube, and you can also, if you're a fan of cartoons, look for the brand new Nickelodeon Animation Podcast. I am so fortunate to be the host of that. We are talking to a bunch of cartoon creators over a 25-year history of Nickelodeon and Nicktoons, which is amazing. So check that out. That's on iTunes, YouTube, everywhere else you can get a podcast. It's super cool. People seem to like it.
I like the idea of that. That sounds like it'd be my jam.
Yeah.
All right, let's go listen, everyone. Thanks so much, Hector, for joining us. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.